Hey, welcome back. So today, and probably the next several days, I'll put it together in one video, obviously. I'm going to be exchanging this grill to put one of the wire grills in, but instead of just buying the kit and spending a fortune, or whatever, spending a large amount of money on a whole new kit, I want to do this myself. And I want to make it look professional and very well done, with the bolts, stainless bolts going all around, and eventually LED lights. So stay tuned and I'll give you some clips and the end result of how it came out. So for parts, these are stainless acorn nuts. I got them off of eBay. I got 100 of them for like 15 bucks. Real nice and cheap compared to buying them from the hardware store for like $25 for the same product. And then also, this is just regular screen wire from the hardware store, but I'm going to be spray coating it with probably plastic dip or oil paint, black oil paint, to protect it ever from rusting out. I tried looking for stainless, but it didn't look like it was available, at least the places I could find. Alright, so the grill is removed. Got that all gone. And got it here on my table. Got a little micro pry bar. Because these little guys, just, this thing is so darn fragile. But then, mine's a 2001. It's only been sitting out in the sun for 14 years. Or maybe 7 years, given that we have winters here. Yeah, it's just cheap. Fortunately, this is made of probably an ABS product. I can melt it with methyl ethyl ketone, MEK, and which means I can glue brackets to it, which is wonderful. Seeing that I removed the backing bar, this guy, so it goes in to reinforce it, and it's also the part that holds the truck. So that's gone, and I'm gonna pull these grills out and do some more work. Alright, so I cut out some of the guts, the grills I removed, got this, and I drew out my line to form a nice perimeter. This will just be filled in and covered, because the emblem's not going back. And to make the opening bigger and make it more of a aggressive looking, I guess, or just a larger grill area. Alright, so this is all cleaned up. It's sanded the way I want, inside and out. Now, with this chrome, this isn't a plastic coating. It's a metal chrome over copper. So what's good about that is I can sand it and primer it and get a really nice finish on it. Because it's just like sanding metal, because it really is metal. It's not like sanding plastic. Which I'm really favoring that because I can give it a really nice good coat of paint. It won't rust, being copper, and a nice chrome over the copper finish. The way I'm going to finish this guy off is put a piece of plastic in here, let it dry out, Bondo it, and sand over it, make it nice and flat, and just paint over it. I can't flatten down these areas because it wouldn't match the hood, because the hood has this area that comes up, and then I'll just reattach this to the frame. And any loose areas I can just weld to the frame or add plastic supports to, because this is kind of springy, you don't want that. So I'll just add plastic supports that mount to my my metal frame here. If I need the support brackets on around, I'll just weld to it. So what I got going here, drilling the holes and then holding it together with a bolt, washer, and a nut. These guys. It's easy to space out the distances on these because these are 1/2-inch slots. So I'm just going every 6, put a bolt. That way it gives a very symmetrical look. So basically that's about it, aside from just filling the top section and paint. It looks pretty cool. Nice grill, it's nice and straight, fits right on. I secured the bracket temporarily underneath, so it mounts back to the truck. And I'm gonna fill that area and then spray paint it. Okay, so the Bondo was all put on, and I sprayed over it now. Looks pretty sweet. That's just the primer that's on there right now. So you kind of see the light, but you just try to feather the Bondo out so you get no ridges or high spots. And of course I'll sand this lightly with 220 once it dries tomorrow morning. And then another coat of primer, sanding, and then 2-3 coats of mosquitoes. 2-3 coats of high gloss paint, cover it up, and then remove these little bolts and put the stainless on. Alright, so the patch is done. It's painted over with several coats of paint, and I'm ready to install this guy. It's been cooking in the sun all day long, and ready to go. Just a quick note I wanted to show. So there's the bolt right here. Then I'm removing. Basically all the other stainless acorn bolts are done. And what I do, I'm just using black enamel paint from the hobby store. Instead of a thread lock, I remove the bolt, and then just get a little dot of paint. This is oil paint. Dries pretty fast. Quick dry, I guess. Probably doesn't say on the label, but put it on there. So it's kind of coated pretty well. And then get my acorn nut and go ahead and put it on. And that way within a few days it dries up and doesn't ever loosen. And these bolts don't come out. And there we have it. Installed and looking fabulous. I said this is much better than the kits I've seen on for sale on the internet. I like this a lot better. Yeah, it's a much better look on this truck. Wide open grille, and it doesn't have that weird hump in the center. It's a smooth look. I'm really happy with this. So any comments or anything else you want to say, positive, negative, go ahead and place them on this video, and subscribe right there to my video, and stay tuned for more coming up.